Hello and welcome to Windsor Park on another night of European club football. Just 48 hours ago we saw a splendid performance from Crusaders in the UEFA Cup. Tonight it's the European Champions Cup with Linfield against FC Copenhagen. Linfield, the Irish League champions, no strangers to Europe. This is their 42nd appearance in the European Cup.
Strick. And Rennie van der Kerkhoff, and there's the first goal with just over a minute gone. That's a great shot for Linfield.
McKee. Nicely past to Assas, and a slip, and Magaki. Magaki has scored! A great goal by Linfield, and what a start to the match.
Gorman. Linfield trying to get forward. Johnston, plenty of white shirts on the right-hand side. Doherty finds Dornan. They're queuing up in the middle. Oh, tremendous goal from Haylock.
Although Linfield lost to Dinamo Tbilisi in the preliminary round, the Georgian side were thrown out of the competition following allegations that match officials had been bribed. But nevertheless, one would agree that Linfield's performances in those preliminary round games would indicate that they justifiably take their place in the first round. So with a look at the teams, Linfield and FC Copenhagen, here's match commentator Jackie Fullerton.
Thank you, Jim, and there's good news for Linfield fans. Midfielder Lee Doherty passed a fitness test on his bruised thigh, and he slots into this side, which is unchanged from Saturday when they lost 1-0 to Cliftonville in a Gold Cup game. So no panic measures from manager Trevor Anderson, and he feels these players in a 4-4-2 lineup can get him the right result this evening. The top goal scorer, Gary Haylock, and Richie Johnson will be the two men up front. And there's a familiar face to Linfield in the Copenhagen lineup. That's the striker Michael Manick. He played and scored for Benfica against the Blues back in 1983. Apart from Manick, the other names won't be so familiar. There are no current Danish internationals in the side, which is likely to use a 5-3-2 system with number 2 Wiener at sweeper. And up front, the tall Manica will link up with Martin Johansson, who weighs in about 5 feet 6 inches. Referee tonight, Mr. Freddy Philippos from Switzerland, 5 years on the FIFA list, a very experienced referee. So, for reasons well documented, Linfield are still in the European Cup and hoping to make the most of it. They're back in Europe after a 4-year absence, and it's been very eventful indeed. Linfield playing in blue and white tonight, Copenhagen in the red. That's the skipper there, Olbjer. Linfield's 54th European game. Only Glentoran have played more. And as Jim said, their 42nd appearance in the European Cup. Very pleasant evening here at Windsor Park, and a goodly crowd has turned out for this game. That's Manica with the flick to Johansson on by Yule. Felk couldn't get there, and this is Easton. Johnson did well. Gorman robbed. Nice touch from Manica, but that was McConnell going through, and the free kick given. And the referee wants to speak to McConnell as Manica stays down. The referee taking no action against John McConnell. This is Vina. Long kick. And over the goal line, goal kick to Linfield. And Trevor Anderson looking for a good result this evening. Oh yeah, getting it forward. Trevor Anderson watched the Danes play at the weekend in a 0-0 draw, but he saw enough to realise that they would cause him a few problems tonight. tall side, and they like to get the ball in the middle, just like now. That's Manica! And Johansson over the bar. Yes, he'll be disappointed with that. That was a good chance. And I was talking about the aerial threat of the big man. Here's the long throw. Look for Manica, 6 feet 3 inches. Got the flick. There's the little fella over the top. Luca gives it to Vidar. Almost a bit too casual, the sweeper. Here's Doherty. And bundled over. Oh, a bit of a tangle with Felk. Lee Doherty. 20th European appearance tonight. Second in the all-time Linfield list. Now just 5 behind George Dunlop. Down the line. Dornan gets it back. It's all a bit tight though. Johansson to pick it up. Peebles gets it forward. Something on here possibly. Gorman did well. Doherty. The chip is in. The header's there. Haylock. And the keeper a bit spectacular. No real power in the header. But the referee had blown up for some sort of infringement. Good play from Gorman. Laid it back. Doherty, dangerous ball. Up they went. Eventually came to Haylock. Long throw and a dangerous throw. And they're getting the flicks in there. And that was Kaus, the number 11. I think the Linfield defender, John McConnell, was looking at the referee and saying there's a bit of pushing going on here. But Linfield will have to be careful with these long throw-ins. Here's Dornan. That was off Yule. Gorman. Tura. Forward by Olbjer. The flick didn't work for Manica. Peebles. Dornan's header. But a red shirt picks it up first. Hoya inside to Yule. Here's Manica. Could be danger here, but the big fella lost his footing. And Bailey brings it out. Gorman surrounded by red shirts. Won by Beattie. Johnson beaten, but unfairly by Luca. Richie Johnson, who got the goal out in Georgia against Tbilisi. Cross from Easton. Dornan. Johansson has it. That's forward by Yule. A bit of space here for Copenhagen if Olbjer can keep it in. That's Felk forward. But the flag was up and the free kick taken quickly. Doherty goes left, finds Beattie. Linfield, these early stages, quite happy to keep the ball if possible. Just over 15 minutes gone, it's still 0-0. And Linfield's defeat by Cliftonville on Saturday was their first in 7 domestic games. But strangely, including the Charity Shield and the game against Tbilisi, they have no wins here at Windsor Park in 5 games. 4 draws and 1 defeat. I'm sure the players, the manager and the supporters would like that to change this evening. Doherty in very strongly. Doherty again, good touch. Here's Peebles. Delivers the cross. Johnson is there. Gorman. Twisting and turning. Looks right, finds Doherty. And Linfield have won the corner. So plenty of determination from first Gorman and then that man there, Lee Doherty. Gorman, a talented ball player, of course, can cause them a few problems. So Stephen Beattie across to this side to take it left-footed. Oh, Peebles just couldn't pick it up. And he's lost out. And the red shirts move forward. This is Tour. Here comes Couse. Driven cross. And that was Easton. And almost confusion there as Lamont went down. Easton was back. Good driven cross from Couse. On the goal line is Manica and Johansson. Manica gets the touch, Johansson! And that was a sitter. Well, he's doing his job, Manica. He's getting everything at that front post. And what a sitter. Here's Beattie, here's Johnson. Nice control. He does that so well, Richie Johnson. Finds Doherty. Gorman. Ball still in play. Here's Johnston. Wins the throw in. Off the foot of Tour. Alan Dornan heads for the line. And that is off Felk. And another corner for Linfield. Stephen Beattie making his way across to take it. And plenty of singing coming from the stands here at Windsor Park. The deep cross from Beattie. Peebles to pick it up. Still plenty of people in the middle. Haylock trying to get in there, but that's Pedersen out. And the free kick given. I think there may have been a bit of pushing against Haylock. Just 10 minutes left of this first half. We still await the first goal. But the Danes, well, they had 2 gift-wrap chances. Both of them fell to little Johansson, and he squandered them. Much to the delight of the Linfield faithful here. Haylock did well to turn. Gorman still with it. Doherty. This is good from Linfield. Beattie. Johnson couldn't get there. But the Danes, when Linfield break forward, the Danes have about 10 men behind the ball. Good ball from Peebles. But no problems for 34-year-old Pedersen, who hasn't had too much to cope with so far. Ulbier settles for the throw. Hoya. That was Yule. He's lost it though, and here's Beattie. The game's a bit of a mixture at times. Both sides have plenty of good build-ups, but other times they're both giving the ball away. And sometimes it's all a bit scrappy. Here's Easton. Oh, that's a good run from Haylock. Can he get the better of Luca? He can. Haylock! Oh, yes! 38 minutes. And Haylock, he got a tremendous goal here against Tbilisi. And that one, well, it will certainly do. There's the challenge from Luca. Held him off. And he buried it. Pedersen, no chance. His 5th goal of the season. He's the top marksman. And what a time to get a goal. £35,000 from Shelburne, and he looks worth every penny at the moment. Linfield 1, Copenhagen 0. And Windsor Park comes alive. And the hero for the moment, Gary Haylock. But for the moment, they have to contend with another long throw-in from Vinar. It's not away yet. Doherty got it out though. A few fireworks amongst the crowd. Let's hope they keep them off the pitch. And there's young Johansson. He will be ruining those 2 missed chances at the moment. Vinar gives it to Hoya. So how much will this unsettle the Danes? Hoya makes his way forward. Luca. But a very poor finish from the defender. Henrik Luca. The man who couldn't catch Haylock in that race for the ball. And Trevor Anderson, 12 appearances in Europe as a player. This is his first campaign as a manager, and so far so good, Trevor. Johnston holding it up again. Peebles forward, but no way through this time for Haylock. And Pedersen, who had nothing to do early on, well, he had no answer to the finish from Haylock. Just 5 minutes left in this first half, and the good news is that Linfield are 1 up. Dornan, the skipper, will be more than pleased with this first half. Gorman, Dornan keeps going. Still going, the challenge on the other skipper, Ulbjör. This is Hoya. But Peeble, play on. Peebles, clever ball player. Oh, he's brought down surely by Ulbjör. Free kick given. An experienced campaigner, Peebles, 27-year-old. And this is a very good spell for Linfield. So Beattie is there with the left foot. Lee Doherty is there with the right foot, as Haylock and company await in the middle. Beattie to curl it in left-footed, I think so. To the back post, it's 2-0! It's John McConnell. And what a sensational couple of minutes for Linfield. Good finish from the big defender. His second goal of the season. And that makes up for the own goal in Tbilisi a few weeks ago. And this is breathtaking stuff now. And the Danes, for the moment, are reeling. And just look at the reaction. Yule, and that looked a nasty challenge, I have to say, on Gorman, and Gorman stays down with the free kick given against Dornan. But there's Gorman. There's the fellow there who was the culprit. Gorman, who had to have a massage on his back before the game. Here he is in the wars. And yes, he caught him right in the ankle, but perhaps not as much aggression there as I thought. And I think when you look at that crowd, you'll know who's leading by 2-0. Gorman off, and for the moment, Linfield down to 10 men. As we approach half-time, Hoya takes it short. So just a minute to half-time. Linfield will not want to give anything away at this stage. Here's Vinar again. Lamont comes and collects. Won by Yule. It's McConnell getting it forward. A bad ball, but he more than made up for that with that superb header for goal number 2. Vinar. Luka. This is Olvia to pick it up. Skipper gets it forward. The run from Felk. Bailey across to do the covering job, and Linfield having to defend as we approach the end of the opening 45 minutes. In fact, we're now into time added on. Manica there at the near post. So Linfield will want to get this one away, and they do. It looks like another corner. Bit of wrestling there with McConnell and Manica. There you can see Haylock. It's all hands to the pump for the moment for Linfield. As Hoya, does he look for Manica again? Lamont took it cleanly. And the play is stopped. I think we're about to have a substitution. And it will be Philip Nell, number 12, to come on. And number 7, Gorman. Well, I was right that Yule did catch him. And his European Cup tie is over. Here's the corner. Linfield get it out. Over a minute of injury time played as the referee brings it to an end. And what a first half it's been for Linfield. Gary Haylock, there he is, gave them the lead in 38 minutes. And if that wasn't good enough, 4 minutes later, John McConnell, the central defender, made it 2-0. Great start, 2-0 to Linfield, half-time. And just listen to that for a reception as the teams come out for the second half. The Linfield fans delighted when their club got a reprieve to stay in the European Cup. And the players really are doing them and the club proud this evening so far. So 45 minutes left, and the fans no doubt thinking about the last time Linfield won a European tie. That was in the European Cup 11 years ago against Nantori of Albania, 2-1 here at Windsor Park. But a long way to go, and I'm quite sure the Danes may not be finished yet. The ball out of play. So looking round, it looks as though Copenhagen are as they started. No changes there. Linfield, of course, with that one change. Philip Nell coming on at the end of the first half in place of the injured Gorman. So what have the Danes to offer, and how can they get back into this game? Forward by Tour. Copenhagen were in the UEFA Cup last year, and they were beaten by Auxerre of France in the second round, 7-1 on aggregate. And obviously the Blues realise that Danish football, not amongst the strongest in Europe, that they might have a real chance. And at the moment at 2 up, it's looking good. Vinar. This is Felk. The long ball, but much too long. And Wesley Lamont's in no hurry at all. And a poor ball there from the young midfielder. It has to be said, the Danes, they had 2 very good chances in the first half. Both of those fell to Johansson, the little striker. They didn't take them. So they've shown flashes at times, but so far they've looked at a fairly ordinary European side. Let's not tempt fate this early in the second half. Low down Trevor Anderson. The message would have been simple at half-time. Let's keep it going the way you played in the first half. And above all, let's keep it tight at the back. It's McConnell to get it forward. There's Trevor Anderson. No smiles, but I'm sure inside he's quite happy. So away come Linfield. Oh, that's a good ball, Richie Johnson. He just couldn't get in there, lost his footing along the way. Was looking dangerous for the moment. Off the head of Dornan. Here's Johansson. Down the line from Felk to Kaus. Johansson looks for Kaus. Good strong run, that's off Beattie, and the corner kick. But good tracking back there by Beattie. The blue shirts working very hard indeed, as you have to, of course, against full-timers. There's Manica at the near post, as Hoya gets set to drill it in. That was off the head of Doherty, and here's Bailey. Philip Nell with the dummy. Ulbjerg picked it up. Yule brought down, and a yellow card for Philip Nell as Yule took the tumble. There's the challenge, and yes, he did catch him on the ankle, and the referee right there. Mr. Johansson, and he must be a worried man at this moment. Manica's header falls for Beattie. Dornan gives it inside. Bailey back to Dornan. Good controlled football from Linfield. That's off the head of Easton. Johnston, only Haylock is forward with them at the moment. Here's the support from Nell. Peebles lets it go. That's Yule to Kaus. Vinar finds Ulbier. The run from Manica, but right with him, McConnell. Peebles. Haylock did well to retrieve that situation. Here he is again. Oh, nice control from the striker. And again, still going. Still with it, but running out of space in the end. But delightful football from the Englishman. Luca. Doherty is always available in the midfield. Bit of confusion. The throw-in goes to Linfield, or the free kick. Throw-in. Johnston. Oh, he's done well again. He'll hit it. And it wasn't too far away. Richie Johnson, he's only got one goal this season. That was in the European Cup tie against Tbilisi. Got away from his marker. Tried his luck, but no trouble for the keeper. Richie Johnson, 23 now, had a spell of about 3 years at Spurs, was a bit homesick, and he really is now showing a lot of good form for Linfield. Should be Manikas. Lamont playing cat and mouse with Muller. Doherty losing out. Forward by Tour. It's off the head of Bailey. Deliberately, I think, to help it on its way back to Wesley Lamont. And a very cool customer for a 22-year-old. Off the head of Beattie. Oh, the mistake here. Johnson could be in. Still going. Oh, yes, 3-0. And just a minute ago, I was saying he was showing good form for Linfield, and he's delivered in the best possible way. Inside the defender, and the keeper, oh, well beaten. Flick from Kaus. And Jewel taken away by Peebles. Play on, says the referee. Haylock diving, he thought, as Kaus tries to make ground. But Easton was there with the header. Looking back to last season, Linfield, they lost just 9 of 51 games. That was very impressive for those who were saying, well, they're not really a great side. They did win the title in the Ulster Cup, but tonight they're showing that they are a good side. But have we a goal here? We haven't. And that was dangerous there. And once again, that was Muller trying to get in, but couldn't produce the goal. Once again, the long throw caused all the confusion. Nice flick on, but the finish wasn't there. Off the hand of Haylock. Handball given. And the Danes trying to take it quickly. Forward by Vidar. This is Kaus. Once again, Linfield get it out. Vinar takes it again. Flick on, just over the top. Once again, Muller it was getting on the end of it. He's making things happen. But Linfield now aware that this could be a dangerous ploy, the throw-in and the flick-ons. But the Danes can't provide the finish. Trevor Anderson still barking the instructions. He said it's up to us. If we're positive and show the right attitude, we can get something from this game. Well, they've shown the right attitude. They were very positive. And for the moment, that result is looking tremendous. Manica just couldn't get in there. Muller couldn't connect. Another half chance goes a-begging from the Danes. But here's a chance here. Yule, side nets. So for the moment, Linfield under the whip. That's Vinar's ball. Fell to Yule, but the angle against him. And no end product. Two minutes left. And we've got a crescendo of singing. It's a champagne night here at Windsor Park. Nell, Haylock. That was Peebles. Here's Beattie. Tried to find Johnson. This is Couse. Buell kept it in. Hoya. He looks a good player, Hoya, in the midfield. Oh, Linfield, oh, Linfield, they sing. And not too many people are leaving this stadium. Linfield get it out again, on by Doherty. Nell, Haylock will go on the run again. Controlled it well. Still Linfield, Nell. Johnston gets help from Peebles. We are now in the last minute as Linfield head towards a famous European Cup victory in this first leg tie. Haylock, willing as ever. Holding the play up, trying to buy the corner kick. Settles for the throw-in. Haylock couldn't control it. That's Vinar. Doherty has it. Chance to cross. Tried to drive it, but much too high. But the time ticks away as Lee Doherty gets back into a midfield position. And the 90 minutes are almost up as the whistles grow around this ground from the supporters. The referee has a look. The song goes, wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen, but tonight it's been wonderful, wonderful Linfield. And they will savour this. Tremendous performance. Richie Johnson, he got the third goal. Before that, we had goals from John McConnell and the first one from Gary Haylock. But a great night, and Linfield must go now to Denmark in 2 weeks' time with a lot of confidence. Final scoreline here is Linfield 3, Copenhagen 0.
Alan, to captain a side like that on a night like this, after a performance like that, you must be the proudest man in the world.
I am indeed. It's lovely to be captain of this club, but on a night like this, it's beyond words for me. I'm just absolutely delighted for all the players and everybody, the staff, the supporters. Tonight we showed what a good team we are. We got a lot of stick for Saturday, but we knew we were going to go out tonight and give it all, and I think we did, and everybody's delighted.
Trevor, you've been around Linfield and around Europe for a fair few years. Has there been a better performance?
Honestly, don't think so. I can hardly talk on my horse, but I was delighted with the lads. The performance was unbelievable. For the first 10-15 minutes, we knew they were going to throw a lot of high balls at us, and that's the way it turned out. But once we scored, we never looked back. And I'm really delighted that we didn't concede a goal. Very important. But we keep our feet in the ground because it's only half done. We've still to go there.
Have you played in a team with a better team spirit?
No, I've been here away now, and well, I've commented this season that this is the best bunch of lads I've been with, both on and off the pitch. We get on really well together, which I think is starting to show. We're still a wee bit patchy with our performances, but we're working on it, and hopefully the fans see tonight what's going to come, and we're just going to build. And Saturday the league starts, and we're going to be ready. Make no mistake.
Well, they've now got to beat you by 4 clear goals. That's a big task for them.
Well, they'll certainly have to come at us, and so maybe they'll leave some gaps, and maybe we can capitalise there. But we'll just think about it. As I say, everybody's delighted, but we've got a game at ours on Saturday, so we've got to get back down to earth.
Great night. Well done, Trevor.
Thanks very much.
So, delight all round, and no wonder from everyone here at Windsor Park. Even before tonight's game, some 400 Linfield fans had decided to fly to Copenhagen for the return leg in a fortnight's time, and I'm quite sure 1 or 2 more will want to make that trip. Linfield begin the defence of their league title this Saturday. We'll have first news and all the results on Grandstand on BBC One Northern Ireland just before 5 o'clock. From everybody here at Windsor Park, it's good night, and no wonder the Linfield fans are going home with smiles on their faces.